Hello everyone, we're doing a demonstration of Mortal Kombat The Chosen One, the latest version by Dantedevil from 2023, version 0.5.3. Great game that never ran properly on a mini classics before. It always crashed during the load screens, but it is running awesome here. You can actually play as his daughter in the game right there, Katana, Brutus, etc., even like Tusk from Killer Instinct. Very, very nice entourage of characters there. But we're going to play as Katana, because Katana is my main in all the Mortal Kombat that she's in. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2. And remember, she's not in the original Mortal Kombat 3, but Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, she was brought back with 3 other characters. But fun stuff. I'm a big fan of the entire legacy of Mortal Kombat movies, cartoons, TV shows, comic books, video games, etc. There's just, even like the worst of the worst Mortal Kombat games, I still had some fun with. I mean, you might remember one on PlayStation 1. That was more of like a tactical one. It was just so bad. But Shaolin Monks, on the other hand, for PS2 and Xbox, was a fantastic game. They need to bring it back. But right here is Carolina, I believe, the daughter of the developer. Kind of cool. Almost like the best gift you could ever give to a kid. Okay, let's check this out. I cannot believe this is happening. Almost as cool as having like Jason X, Jason Voorhees in outer space. That was pretty badass too. But let's check this out here. Okay, are you okay, Carolina? How do you feel? I'm a big fan of like the actor. And this is going to be a little bit of a trivia, because I like to do trivia in all my videos. The actor who played both the main protagonists in the movie Highlander. I'm talking the original Highlander, as well as Raiden in the original Mortal Kombat movie. Very, very cool stuff indeed. Let me know if you know what actor it is. You'll get a cookie if you figure it out. Okay, so we're going to try this out for a moment here. And we have our tech here. And I love the fact that he actually took the time to put some storyline in here. Like some Mortal Kombat games, it is cool. Like actually having the characters talk while they're, before they're fighting. You see what I'm talking about throughout the game here. You can actually do R1 here by default to see some of the movesets. I mean, combo, jump attack down. I mean, there's quite a few moves here. Grab finish. We got fatalities, all that fun stuff. Need 25 magic points. Combo breaker. Okay, we got a little bit of a mixture of Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat there. You might remember when they had the Street Fighter versus Tekken game. That was cool. That was the Capcom variant on it. But I would love to see the Namco variation on it, where we have like Tekken versus Street Fighter. And for those of you who are fighting game fans, what is your main character in each game? I play as Katana in Mortal Kombat. And Tekken, I play as Steve would be my main character. In Killer Instinct, I play as Saberwolf or Jago. Okay, let's do some moves here. Can we do a special attack? Oh, yeah. That was awesome. That was great. Great job. See if we could actually do a fatality. I believe my fatality, here's the one thing you can do with this next release. You can put start, then select. Think of start and select to do the menu for RetroArch. Remember, this is RetroArch, but push start, then select. You can go into your options for controls, and you can change them to what you want for any specific game. There we go. Go back to the game. That's nice. Before, you weren't able to quite do that. Okay? Love the backgrounds there. Be careful. Maybe it's back. And some people actually... Okay, here we go. Can I do this? Tutorial 1A, the counter knife. Very useful to quickly kill enemies. I know I'm going to butcher this, but when enemy throws a knife, press block when it's almost on you. Then you can catch a knife and throw it to the enemy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's see. That time it sucks. Try this again. Come on. It's almost like a Just Raymond Soul Calibur. I'm feeling that. Let's just do a special move here instead. Oh, we can pick the knife up too. Bam! That's one way to do it. Just drop the knife. Oh, look at that knife in his head. Just like in a Friday the 13th movie. And retrospectively speaking, if you go back to like a Friday the 13th movie, there are actually many of the movies, it'll actually show him running after somebody. And catch up to them no matter what. He'll be walking, they'll be running, but no matter what, he'll always catch up to them. But you might notice he throws the knife, the camera cuts away, and then all of a sudden, the knife is embedded in her head, just like in the head part right there. I want to do a special move here. Give me my fatality. See what we have programmed to fatality right now anyway. Select. Control options. I want to see what I actually have for my fatality. It looks like my L trigger is my fatality. Let's see if we can pull it off. There we go. I want to do a fatality here today. We got 99 continues by 3 lives. Very, very interesting indeed. Give me my arrow. And again, Shadow and Monks, I would have to say, is my favorite Mortal Kombat game. Again, it's like a Gauntlet-esque style game on PS2, Xbox. You can play as Kung Lao and Liu Kang, and it has some unlockables. Very, very cool stuff indeed. Just an awesome, awesome game. One of the best 2-player experiences I've ever partook in. I'd have to say, like, one of my other favorite ones would be Portal 2, the multiplayer mode. It looks like a Coca-Cola bottle there. Oh, I lost a life. Oh, jeez. Can we do this? What's the block button again? Okay, I think I have to... My block button, I think I have set to my A button here. Let's try this out. That works too. I'm going to do better, I promise, guys. Here we go. Get some Coke here. There we go, Windstorm. Get some Coke. Oh, that sound effect was interesting. You need help, guys. This will take just a moment. Tall man. Okay, not bad to have confidence, but you should measure your opponents. Perhaps you think that costume scared me, clown? And a little bit of a spoiler alert, speaking of clowns, I believe in this update they have Batman in the game somewhere. I wonder if he could be a playable character later on. Because it is awesome that you have like Mortal Kombat versus PC, you can play Batman versus Mortal Kombat characters, but then again you can have like Robocop versus Terminator, Alien versus Predator, all that fun stuff. It is just awesome, awesome stuff indeed. Brutal combo! I gotta get used to how these fatalities work. See if we can actually see the controls here. Oh, I forgot the controls are actually right here. Okay, fatalities. There's our attack menu. Grab strong enemies. That's not too hard. Grab finish. That'd be the jump. Okay. Where's my fatality at? Love the music in this game, by the way, too. There's my fan throw, down forward. Okay, that's the Hadouken. Need 25 magic points. So fan throw is down forward B, which would be my block button. So down forward block button. Somersault rush is B. Fan ascension. Okay, so I got to use my twister kick. So my block button is what I haven't been using as much. All fatalities during grab. Okay, enemies have to be low health. Okay. Okay. I think I got this. Super moves. So my block button is right here. See if we can do this. Let's try to do it the right way. You ever bump like the... Let's not do that again. There we go. Now it's working. I got this. I'm going to change... Okay, I got this. Normally it was like back, and you push the attack button, and that's how you would do the fan in the original, if I remember correctly. It's been a few years since I last played it. So I have my fingers... I changed the position of it, kind of like when I played Tekken on PSP, where you have to almost have the controller on your lap, and then you have your fingers where you need to. I mean, if you try holding it like up in air, you're not going to be able to do these type of finesse moves here. Oh, great. I can go down or up. Let's try going the Cobra Kai route. Okay, load time. And initially you have about 2 minutes of load time, and then maybe like 1 minute of load time to do the first stage. Oh, not bad. That was quick. I gotta get used. Whoa! I didn't expect that. That was a nice surprise. That's actually the first I've played this game so far, because before it always crashed for me. There we go. Give me a fatality. Get the enemies. There we go. Can we do a fatality? Kiss of death. There we go. I did a fatality, folks. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. I love that little zoom in thing there. I'm getting used to this, folks. Again, it's all about having a controller on your knee and having one finger on your attack button and one finger on the block button. You'll be pulling anything off here. Great stuff here. Get some, and I love the fact that your meter builds up again. And I used to butt mash when I played games like Tekken and Soul Calibur, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, but in the end, once you actually take time to learn the games, you can do a hell of a lot better, especially when you're pulling off like just frames and stuff in Soul Calibur. And And then the fact that 10-hit combos wouldn't even be used like appeal wide in competitions. Let's not lose lives here. It looks like my game's going to be almost over here if I lose no life. Can we do a get this enemy? Let's get Jeff down to low health and do a fatality. Finish him! Oh, he's down for the count. You know, I'm waiting for a good... There we go. Yes, never gets old. Look, I avoided that little car there, too. Can we do a brutality? A2 brutality? Look, is that a bloody knife or... Nope, it's just guts on the ground. And I did like Mortal Kombat Mythologies as well, even though it's a very, very difficult game to get accustomed to because the control scheme is just ridiculously hard in that game, but I still liked it. It was a fun game. I've actually beaten it before. There we go. That's the nice thing. If an enemy's doing like almost an unblockable attack, you just do your special attack, he gets right through it. Like that. That seems to cut through anything. Cuts like a knife, Bryan Adams style. And Matt Therium, you mentioned to me about the movie from the 80s, early 90s, Nothing But Trouble. Yes, I actually did see that on HBO Max recently. Me and my wife were going to start watching it, and I almost thought it was messed up at first because you might remember some of the movies in the 80s and 90s. They'd have like cameras on helicopters, and they'd be filming like a citywide thing, but it looked like the whole screen is shaking for like the first 30 seconds of the movie, so I thought it was just a bad capture such, but if you get past that, the movie's fine. But I always like movies like that, and even going back to like the movie Clifford with Martin Short. And I watched the movie Scrooge with Bill Murray the other day. You know, the director of that, Richard Donner, also directed Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as Superman 1 and 2. I mean, just a fun set of movies. And I watched Die Hard 1 again the other day. And you saw the actor who was basically in Family Matters. That was pretty cool as well. Okay. That sound effect. What sound effect is that from? I'm trying to remember what sound effect that's from. Because I know OpenBOR tends to use like sound effects that are regurgitated from some other games here, and I'm just trying to think of what that was from. Can we do a fatality again? Take Arthur up. I'm trying not to like take him down. I want to do a fatality again. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I love this stuff. I'm ready. We're going to do a boss battle here soon. Definitely one of my top 10 Mortal Kombat games right here. And I love the fact that you can play as like RoboCop in the more recent ones. There we go. And what do you folks think of like the change up in the DC universe where we basically have James Gunn basically re-changing the entire thing? I mean, a little bit of a spoiler alert. I kind of think the Flash movie is going to like reinvigorate the series for better or worse and have like Michael Keaton as the only Batman. That's my take on it. So, I mean, like I said in my other video, Val Kilmer was great in Tombstone, but incomparably speaking, the best Batman to date in the earlier movies would obviously be Michael Keaton. And like Bruce Willis and Die Hard, people didn't really think somebody like Michael Keaton could play that role. I mean, we had Michael Keaton like doing comedy stuff, and he was even like in the movie Mr. Mom before Batman. Remember that one with Terry Garr way back, where she gets the job and he stays home as like the stay-at-home dad. Well, she had a pretty good movie for the time. But so many movies way back in the 80s. I mean, speaking of Nothing But Trouble, the movie Funny Farm with Chevy Chase was a great movie. I'm trying to do another fatality here if I can. More fan action. Can we like play basketball here? Almost like Toxic Avenger 2, where he plays basketball. Was that Toxic Avenger 2 or Toxic Avenger 3, where he plays basketball with a human being? That was ridiculous. Okay. Brutal combo. I want to play basketball. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I wonder if you could like play as like Saberwolf in this game, but yeah, it definitely would look cool to see in like Batman and how he correlates into the game. And I think spoiler alert, RoboCop might be in this game too. And I like the fact that this game, when the enemies fall down and they're disposed of, they stay on the ground. Garbage can we destroy it? One thing I do like, and this is one thing I loved about Neo Geo games, is fully destructible environments. We need to do an update where you can destroy these, kind of like the Street Fighter special stages, or even like jump to the. We should be able to see like, okay, here's what would be cool, Dante. If you do an update, do a little like animation in the background where you have Batman going across the rooftop in the background right there. A little bit of foreshadowing that he'll be in the game. Right there in the background, right there. Have Batman go across the rooftop. Have you ever watched like movies? Like think of like the movie Tenet. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a movie that a lot of people were perplexed and confused by. But in that sense, in a nutshell, it was kind of like a storyline straight out of Assassin's Creed. Spoiler alert. Like a death weapon, and somebody goes back in time to basically try to stop it from happening. But in the case of Tenet, it's more like a fetch quest where you got to find the pieces of the weapon. Okay, we're playing as Carolina, the daughter of the developer now. And this is the badass character if I remember. Do some fun stuff here. Oh, look at that. That was great. Like a Jean-Claude Van Damme kick there. Oh, yeah. I'm digging it. That is cool that you can try so many different characters here, and I'm sure you unlock more characters as you progress. Can we do fatality with her? Oh, that was great. Knife. Come on, come on, come on. And what was that in Indiana Jones movie where they have like the little play where somebody's coming after him and he just pulls a gun out? But in the latest Indiana Jones trailer, they make a joke of that entire mockery thing. It's kind of cool in that sense where they take the whole gun versus whip thing in a different direction. Very, very cool stuff. Come on. And there's some games which would be a bug where if you have enemies out the screen, you can hit them, but they can't hit you. It's like interesting because if you play like just AI in games in general, like the original Top Gun for NES, if you're in the stages where you're in the air, enemies that cannot see you cannot attack you. So basically, if you're flying into the second stage of Top Gun for NES, just look up at the sky, and any enemies that are in the water cannot hit you. Yes, surprisingly so. I mean, you can place the power glove and probably land. And the reason it's so hard to land in a game is because when it tells you to take your altitude up and your altitude down, you have to realize that you're actually doing reverse controls where altitude up would be moving down, altitude up would be moving up. So that's why a lot of people are having trouble with it. So if you actually do the opposite of what it says and do your altitude down or up instead of up or down, it's like a parallax reverse scrolling thing here, almost like Jim Power 3D on Super Nintendo, which is definitely a version I would never want to play. I like the TurboGrafx CD version way, way better. Okay, but Chosen One is playing awesome here. And obviously we have those classic movies like Howard the Duck, Night of the Comet. Remember Night of the Comet? That was a fun movie. And I watched Night of the Comet way back and Maximum Overdrive on Cinemax simply by tuning a dial on my TV. You know that little tuner dial on the old school TVs? And I was able to get these channels in, which normally would have like distorted visuals. But by tuning it, I'd be able to get them right to the point where I could basically see the screen. But we did eventually actually legitimately pick up HBO and Cinemax and all that fun stuff. I remember way, way back as a kid, I was watching Star Wars, A New Hope for the first time on cable, and I was so disappointed. No, it's Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi I was watching on TV, and my mom said, if anybody knocks on the door, don't answer it. And in retrospect, it reminds me of the whole scene from like Seinfeld, where the cable guy's coming to disconnect the cable and Kramer didn't want to answer the door. That's what happened. The cable guy came and knocked on the door. I didn't answer it. Next thing you know, I didn't get to see the end of Return of the Jedi. Damn it. Damn it, Jimmy said. And I do like the new Picard series. I mean, Season 1 wasn't as fun as Season 2. I like the fact that Season 2 had Q in it. And Season 3 is going to have more character tropes from the original series and all that fun stuff. I mean, we're even going to have, spoiler alert, Wesley Crusher. And a lot of people complain that he wasn't really a likable character, but as a kid, I really, really thought he was a fun character. I liked him in Stand By Me. I've always liked him in shows like Big Bang Theory. He's always been a fun, all-around actor. Will Wheaton, right? As they would say in, like, Family Guy and such, and American Dad, all that fun stuff. Okay, load. Let's see what's the next stage here. We got, like, Carrie straight out of, like, the Firestarter Carrie style thing going on here. I still have to watch the new Firestarter remake. I mean, it's gotten atrocious reviews, but I still want to give it a shot regardless. But sometimes in these games, I mean, you do have to load the assets, so it might take roughly a minute to load them. I mean, that's one thing that's never really changed. Even with next gen, you have to load games. I mean, one thing I do like is that you have open world environments, and you can have the entire environment loaded and never look back. I mean, even a new God of War seems pretty much seamless as far as like load times and such. But here's the other thing I thought was funny. I mean, this is one thing that you don't really think about, but when you're playing next gen, many of the tropes of next gen games revolve around classic gameplay mechanics. I mean, when I played on 3DO, the Jurassic Park 3D game, we went into like a little building, like where the compies were and the raptors were in the original movie. I'm not even reading the tutorial. I was just talking to you guys, but you must be near the top of the screen and follow steps to the example. Okay. Oh, great. Low health, grab and press down, up, fatality. Okay. Okay. But speaking of down, up. I gotta get used to this. But speaking of which, when I was playing 3DO Jurassic Park, we went to like the little stage, and you're like in a computer terminal trying to hack it. Oh, that was really, really badass there. But it had Space Invaders with Dennis Nedry heads. I'm like, this is 3DO, this is next gen. I'm gonna go back to my Road Rash and my Need for Speed. But we were playing God of War, and we got to a part in the game where you're essentially playing God of War Angry Birds. And for those of you who played the new God of War, know what I'm talking about? You're playing Angry Birds in God of War. It is ridiculous, but still kind of funny that they use them gameplay mechanics. I mean, think of other games. Like, I mean, you can see, like, newer next-gen games where you're actually doing, like, mechanics straight out of, like, asteroids, etc. Yeah! There we go. This is really cool. I still want to have these fully destructible environments, and then, we want to see, like, Ed 209 or Robocop in the background by the trash can. Or, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a biggest fan of it. Oh, then we got, like, a motorcycle straight out of Batman Returns there. We need Batman to come in with his batarang and take it out. Remember trying to do them jump kicks to take the bike out? I think I can do a special attack there. There we go. There we go. Jean-Claude Van Damme for the win. And that was kind of a disappointment to me that the Bloodsport movie was based off of Frank Dux, and they eventually debunked that and found out that Frank Dux was a fraud. But still, nonetheless, it was a great, great movie and definitely a fun, fun storyline. And like it, because he had like the original 1-inch punch. Can we do a fatality here? Combo breaker. I love them uppercuts. That is awesome. Can we do a fit? Oh, I need more energy for a fit, right? I love that. Crane kick. Where's our crane kick? Need Daniel LaRusso to make an appearance in this game. Looking at the background, I always like games where they have like background things like that right there. You might play like some of the Mo Data East games or even Double Dragon and see like advertisements from the time. Or other games and all that. Almost looked like she did like a Karnov-style fire breathing move there. Let's do a special attack again. Here we go. Come on, don't. I'm not gonna lose the life here. Come on, special attack. Here we go. Let's try a special attack again. There we go. Remember Combat Tribes? That was another fun game. And Two Crew Dudes. I think it's some of my favorite brawler games of all time. I want to try a different character. I think I'm gonna lose a life on purpose so I can try a different character. I want to see who else we can play as. Come on, go ahead, go ahead. And there have been some games where you like sacrifice your life just so you could like continue quicker. Come on, just finish him. I'm gonna try a different character, maybe like Tusk from Killer Instinct Next or Brutus, the Friday the 13th style character. I'm getting into a grapple here. Come on, come on, you can finish Carolina off here. I'm gonna stay still, see if they'll finish me off. Okay. As far as like AI is concerned, I have to say one of the worst AI games that I played is actually the Pirates of the Caribbean game on Xbox 360, where you can literally hit an enemy once and they kill over, and then you get him one more time and finish him off. It's almost like it was a rush job just to get the game out to basically meet the demands of the movie. The best part of it, Katana, Midas, Jago. Oh, Jago, yes. We're playing Jago here. Oh, yeah, he's fast. Perfect. Can we do this? Oh, look at that. That was great. Okay, I think I can pull this off. Oh, yeah, he's controlling just like he does in Killer Instinct there. Oh, yeah, I'm digging this. See what my special move is. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be a natural with this guy. This is the closest thing to like a Ninja Gaiden character that you could have. Oh, okay, I got this. It's going to be fun playing all these. I mean, you did a great job on this. Oh, that is great. I love that. Not even a fatality. It's almost like a fatality without being a fatality. I got to get used to doing these super moves, too. Oh, yeah, this character's got movement here. So it was like playing Vega or Ryu from Killer Instinct. And when I bought the original Xbox 360, I had to get the Dead or Alive game just to play as Ryu Hayabusa. Okay, we got this. Oh, throw these barrels at me. What the hell? This ain't gonna stop Jago. This is ridiculous. I'll just do a special move here. There we go. We got this. Oh, wait. Is it gonna work? That's cool. It definitely reminds me of Batman. I wonder if you could do like that, where you grab two enemies and send their head together, like in Batman Returns. That was one of the best brawlers I've ever played there. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh look, I love that when you're stuck in an animation, you actually won't be hit if somebody comes to you. I love that invincibility frame here. Almost like when you're playing like Mega Man, you get hit, you have like that split frame or 2 second where you're not gonna be able to be hit. Let's try this again. I don't have enough energy to do that. Okay. There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. But yes, Tenet was a fun movie. As far as like more recent movies, I'm trying to think of some stuff I enjoyed. Theatrically, I saw Top Gun Maverick. I watched Devotion, another aviation-style movie. I was going to go see the new movie Babylon. I did see Avatar 2. I think the fact that Wakanda Forever, Avatar 2, and other movies such as... should we say, like I said, Top Gun, Avatar 2, Woman King, Wakanda Forever, are making movies very, very incredulously difficult to compete against. I mean, so we have Babylon, came out, got only $6 million worldwide as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it is what it is, but everybody's going to see, like, Avatar, everybody's going to see Wakanda Forever, everybody's going to see Woman King. And movies like Babylon are just slipping through the cracks. I mean, once it comes to streaming and on-demand, all fun stuff, I'm sure it's going to do a lot better. I mean, we've had certain movies like that have just... Boondock Saints, for instance, was a critical flop in the theater, but once it came to home video, it was a massive hit, and we had Boondock Saints too. Great, great movie. And think of other movies that have like been like box office flops, then they came home. I don't even remember like Shawshank Redemption being like a massive hit in the theaters, but it was a great movie. I mean, there were other movies that came out around the same time, and they just kind of usurped it, but it is still, I'd have to say, like, as far as like the best movies of all time, Shawshank Redemption is usually one of those movies that every time I see it on TV, no matter what part in the movie it's at, I gotta watch it again. There we go. I'm really loving playing Jago here. So, I mean, I'm gonna have fun with the next 2 lives here. A wound kick! Come on. That's great. Yeah, I love this. I still want to see my Tekken versus Street Fighter, which I highly doubt is going to happen. I mean, we're going to have, like, Tekken 8 first. I'm looking forward to the next Tekken game without a doubt, though. And I wonder, every Tekken game has, like, or Soul Calibur, they tend to have, like, characters. Bodyguard? Who's that look like? Why does that look like muscular David Hasselhoff there? Straight out of, like, oh, you know what? Okay, he looks like the guy from Pit Fighter, actually. I'm going to say he's the guy from Pit Fighter. That's the closest guess for me. That would be kind of funny, though, having like a hack. This would be a funny hack, having David Hasselhoff just show up in Pit Fighter. You might remember Guardians in the Hood. I mean, this whole digitized style graphic thing where they look like real-life actors. I love Guardians in the Hood, which is a great game similar to Pit Fighter. But we also had Street Fighter the movie. Okay, that was fun. Come on, Pit Fighter, we can do this. Oh yeah, Jago's the perfect guy for this. Oh, that's great. What if we could do a fatality on this guy? Oh, that was a cool combo. I'm going to get used to these combos. I mean, it's more like I'm button mashing now, but I did, like, really sit down and learn the mechanics of, like, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all of them over the years. But one thing I've always liked about Killer Instinct is the fact that you were able to do, like, hold back for 2 seconds, push forward, and do an attack button to do, like, your attack forward. And while you're going forward, you can pull back. So you can basically chain your time commands. Oh, look at it. That's definitely right out of Pit Fighter. I'm not going to, like, don't quote me on that, but he really feels like he's straight out of Pit Fighter. He's even fighting like the Pit Fighter guy. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Oh, look at that. Finish him. And I always like the fact that when you beat each stage in OpenBOR games, they kind of slow down for like a slow motion type thing, like when you're playing like Strider and all that fun stuff. Come on, come on, come on. Wait for some orb to drop out of the sky, just like in Castlevania games. We gave a warning, but no one listened. You do not look so tough now, idiot. Let him, Midas. Not worth your words. Hey, Carolina, you have fought well. Congratulations. Thanks, Katana, but I could not have done it without all of you. Definitely, you're the chosen one. Now I see what Raiden saw in you. I assure you that there is much more to see in Carolina. Raiden, I feel my power growing after each battle. Okay, it's part of your destiny, becoming increasingly powerful. You must remain focused as before amongst any threat. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, there we go. So that is like the, I was waiting for something to come out of this guy, just like a thing in Castlevania. Let's see what the next stage is like. Can I pick a different character? Am I going to still stay as, okay. Oh yeah, I got the perfect character for this. And look at this. This is the right out of like Highlander 1 type of fight here. We need Clancy Brown to come here. Run an attack. I really need to get used to these moves. I'm feeling. Maybe I gotta jump to the other side of the car here. I'm gonna just get the last second because I'm getting used to this. Need like the Flash. Flash would be a perfect character for this type of thing. Like having a bonus stage like this in a Justice League game. Oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna fail miserably. Oh, that's not perfect. I only had a few seconds to spare. That was pretty abysmal there. But yes, that reminds me of the Clancy Brown fight. Have any of you figured out which actor I'm talking about who was playing in Raiden as Mortal Kombat? And of course, playing in the Highlander movie? I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let one of you... Oh, I can pick a different character now. Who is this character? I want to know who I'm going to pick here. Oh, we're going to pick Brutus. There we go. Like a henchman straight out of like a Joker henchman or like a Friday the 13th style character. Oh, this is very cool. It kind of reminds me of like the stage, like straight out of like a Revenge of Shinobi remake. Okay. I think I failed that one. Oh, look, I can do body slams. That is great. That's like wrestling moves there. What would be the technical term for that wrestling move where you're grabbing them like an arm drop? Would that be what that is? I know pile drivers. I wouldn't say like I know the whole eclectic mix. Oh, that is great. Oh, that is great. Brutus is awesome. We need to see this. Okay. We definitely need to see Jason do some wrestling moves. You might remember like way back when Jean-Claude Van Damme got fired he was the original Predator. He stopped my Shokan style brush move there. But Jean-Claude Van Damme got fired from Predator because he went through like martial arts movies. But later on, you might remember that Predator started doing martial arts movies. Oh, this character's great. Great job on this character. Love my wrestling style moves. As far as like wrestling games are concerned, Pro Wrestling, the original game by Nintendo for Nintendo Entertainment System, Tecmo World Wrestling. I mean, what is your favorite wrestling game? And of course, any of the Yuki games. And I say the WWE Superstars game, which is more cartoony in nature, which plays more like a midway style game for PS3 and etc. is a great game. It plays like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage. I just like having like you have a sports game, you want to have the wrestler that you enjoy the most. Like I didn't buy the wrestling game when they removed Hulk Hogan. I didn't remove my basketball game. I didn't buy the basketball game when they removed Michael Jordan. I didn't buy any golf games since they removed Tiger Woods. I mean, you got to have your mainstays in the game. And of course, boxing game-wise, I need to have my Mike Tyson. So when they got rid of Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson Punch-Out, I didn't get the follow-up Punch-Out game with Mr. Dream. That was just travesty there. Combo breaker. Can we do our special move again? Yeah. Actually, that's like a move straight out of like Tekken there, like a Jack 5 style move. And almost like a Zangief style spin move. There we go. That's like a Shao Kahn style move, if I remember correctly. Or should we say a Jack move? Jacks. And one thing I thought was cool, I just randomly got suggested this video on YouTube yesterday, where somebody actually, it showed behind the scenes where they used the real motion capture actors Oh, that was a mistake. The motion capture actors from the original Mortal Kombat. That was awesome. Very, very cool stuff. It looks like they were just having such a fun time. That would have been great having like an updated version, like as like a bonus thing, kind of like they with the Atari 50th anniversary, having like bonus development footage where they show like the capture footage and all that. And it's kind of funny because they did this unreleased game, Final something with Steven Seagal, and they didn't even use Steven Seagal. They used like another actor to do the motion capture for Steven Seagal. And I would have loved to see the real Steven Seagal be motion capture for the game. And I wonder who they used for like Batman Forever. You know that travesty that was on Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, where I mean it was just real crazy control scheme. Still an interesting game once you got used to it, but I mean think of these other games where they did digital motion capture. Who they actually used at the time? And they used some of the same motion capture actors from the earlier Mortal Kombat that they did the later Mortal Kombat. And some of you might be wondering where I got my name. Who do we use there? We'll play as Raiden now. There we go. I'm seeing if any of you could still think of the actor I'm talking about, who played Raiden in Mortal Kombat and and played in the original Highlander. I'm going to say who he is now. Christopher Lambert. And how many of you got this without having to look it up? Oh yeah, Raiden for the win here. Yeah, that is awesome. And that looks like the type of fight that you'd have in like a Godzilla movie. You ever see like one of the enemies, like Ultraman, doing this type of thing, fighting against there? And you might see some of these movies that Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, etc. actually originated in anime first and kaiju movies. So you have this type of move that Ultraman did in his Godzilla fight and stuff. But then you have like the Hadouken move, which is in a certain anime OVA style movie from way back 1970s, late 70s. You know what I'm thinking of here? I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to give you a chance to do it. But the Hadouken move was straight out of an anime. And it's kind of cool that it was in there. Space Battleship Yamato. Oh, yes. Where's Sub-Zero? Where's Scorpion? Where's RoboCop? Where's Batman? And one thing I like about the original version, you might notice that there's like V1, V2, etc. revisions for games. They had like obviously Spider-Man, Batman, Joker, RoboCop, Terminator, all in the original Revenge of Shinobi revision. But then they removed them later on, and they ended up replacing like Batman, all that fun stuff. But I think Spider-Man stuck because they actually said licensed by Marvel at the time. Okay, can we do this? Oh, I want to get out of here. Protective defense frames there. Okay. Oh, look at it. That was great. It's almost like I went inside his body there. Ghost in the Machine. Remember that horror movie? That's what it reminds me of. Ghost in the Machine. The old 90s horror movie. You might remember that other movie that had the kid from Terminator. That was another horror movie at the time. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I want to see if you guys can figure it out. And another thing that I think is kind of funny, like I call it plot holes in movies, where you could have something pretty much finish a movie right away. You might remember this movie called P2, where a girl was stuck like in a building and couldn't get out, and a serial killer was stalking her throughout the whole movie. But throughout the course of the movie, she goes by multiple fire extinguishers and fire alarms, where she could have literally just set off the fire alarm, and the fire department would have got in and saved her. But instead, we have an hour and 45-minute movie where she's basically going past fire alarm after fire alarm after fire alarm, and essentially the guy is just getting her down out of like ignorance and blasphemy and all that. But think of another movie where you could literally just end the movie in seconds with a little plot hole derivative. And if you look at the How It Should Have Ended channel on YouTube, it's kind of funny. Like the dinosaur in one of the more recent Jurassic World movies, all they had to do was like build a death pit around the thing, and the dinosaur would have never got out. It would just fell into the pit if it tried to escape. Okay, can we do this? Bam. Okay? Yeah. Let me know your more recent movies and TV shows you're watching. Like I said, I watched The Recruit. I'm back to watching Chuck from 2007 on HBO Max now. Fun show. I love the fact that Adam Baldwin's in it. And if I had picked like one of my favorite... Oh, I'm flying this rating. One of my earlier favorite movies that I watched was actually called My Bodyguard with Adam Baldwin in it. He's not related to the Billy Baldwin or Stephen Baldwin. He's completely different. And they've actually approached him in the past asking him to change his name because they didn't want people to be confused with the name. But Adam Baldwin is an absolute ride in Chuck. He's also great in Firefly, but I liked him in the movie My Bodyguard. And My Bodyguard basically involves a teenager who's being bullied, and he hires somebody to be his bodyguard, and it's just an emotional movie. It was a great movie, roughly from like early 80s, but a great movie. And another movie that came out back around then was like a movie called Charlie, which is what I consider like Flowers for Algernon retelling. And you might remember Lawnmower Man, the Stephen King story, which turned into a movie. It was more Flowers for Algernon than the actual Stephen King story, because the real Stephen King Lawnmower Man story has absolutely nothing to do with the movie. He, in fact, even tried to have his name removed from the movie because it has nothing to do with the story. The real story has a guy respond to a newspaper ad to have somebody come cut his grass. The guy takes his clothes off as he's cutting the grass. The lawnmower starts moving by itself. It comes through the house and kills the guy. And this is a little bit interesting because if you watch a Christine movie, the story Lawnmower Man is basically within the context of the Christine movie too. Okay, where are we going? What are we going into an outhouse for? Can we get in there? There we go. Oh, great. Okay, and that looks like the famous stairwell, like straight out of like Untouchables and Joker, and they're gonna have a Joker too. And Joaquin Phoenix is definitely one of those actors that wouldn't typically do a sequel, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be doing a sequel. Would be even cooler if they were able to cross-reference it and have like almost a little bit of crossover, having Robert Pattinson playing as Batman versus that Joker. That'd be kind of a cool concept. And how many of you actually knew that Colin Farrell was playing the Penguin in the latest The Batman movie? I mean, he was almost unrecognizable. Think of other actors that were unrecognizable throughout times in history. Yeah! Oh, that's cool. I want my Batman to show up here. So far, so good, though. I'm only going to play this game for a little bit more, though. But again, I'm going to try to get this released. I'm going to say February 14th. You know, Valentine's Day. Because, I mean, what better way to show love than to do it on Valentine's Day? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Walking tall there.